Good morning, and welcome to Bird's Nest Designs. Today it is time for coffee and a card, and today's card is a fun fold. So welcome to my craft room. I hope you have your cup of coffee and and are ready for a little inspiration. My name is Denise Cox, and I am a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Archerwell, Saskatchewan, and the face behind Bird's Nest Designs. So here we are this morning to make a super fun and kind of silly card using these adorable, turtly cute designer series paper. There's so many turtles and patterns and fun things to fussy cut out of this. I have grown to love this one. At first I was a little skeptical. The turtles seemed just a little too silly for me, but the more I play with them, the more I love them, and now they're one of my go-tos. So I hope you're excited to create a card along with me this morning using these super silly and adorable turtles. All right, so just a reminder that there are only 5 days left to get in on the suite sale. So if there's anything on your list that's part of a suite, now is definitely the time to purchase those. Buy one product from a suite, get the second product half price. That includes the entire suite. So if you just want to enter that one code and get another suite half price, or if you want to buy bundles or paper or all the things, as long as it's part of a suite, it's part of the sale. So I love this one. It's a really good one. And I'm so excited that Stampin' Up! Has tried something different with this sale. All right, so the paper I'm using today is part of a suite, so you could add this to your order and get it potentially for 50% off if you had another item. Yeah, so today's card is super quick and easy, but I love it. I love a fun fold, and I've been doing lots of them lately. So we're gonna make another one this morning. Good morning, Kathy. Hi, Jennifer and Tina. Nice to see all of you here this morning. Jennifer says short sleeves. Nice. Yes, the sun is out. I don't really know how warm it is, but it is out. And after this video, I plan to go out and mow the lawn. So hopefully for that hour and a half of mowing, it's going to stay nice and sunny. Here's my hope. Good morning, Ina. Okay. So let's turn the camera down. Keep those comments coming. I hope everything is good on your end as far as technology goes. Because you know how it is. Some days it's good and some days it's just not. So here's the cameras going down here. We're going to be pairing up these sweet little turtles with the Simply Said stamp set. This is by far my go-to sentiment stamp when I'm looking for something different that's not in the stamp set I'm working with, or in this case, just to go along with some fun designer series paper. Hi, Tanya. Good morning. So we're going to use Simply Said. We're going to be using some shaded spruce ink, and then, of course, these silly and fun turtles. So let me get started. I'll give you the measurements as we go. I am so far behind on my blog. My intention is always to post to my blog with measurements and all the things, but ever since going back to work, things are getting a little behind, and so I'll give the measurements to you as we go, just in case it doesn't get to my blog for a while. Okay, so we've got a piece of shaded spruce. It is 4 1/4 by 11, and I have it scored at 5 1/2. Oh, sorry, 5 1/2, 6 3/4, and 8 7/8. So of course it would be like this. All right, but for our folding, we want all the score lines on the left-hand side. And the first thing we're going to do is create a bookbinding fold. So we're going to fold it in half on that 5 1/2 score line. You will want to burnish this one with your bone folder so that it gets a nice crisp fold. So we've got it folded in half, and then we're going to fold back on this score line there. That's going to create that bookbinding. So while we have it there, let's go ahead, open it back up, and we're going to adhere this one down flat. Okay, so that one's going to go flat down there. So now we have this card, and then we have one more score line. So what we want to do for that one is we're going to fold back towards the bookbinder, or whatever you want to call that one we just adhered down. So we're going to go like that. So we've got there and there. Okay, following along so far? Alrighty. So now the other thing you're going to want to have is another piece of coordinating or the same. In this case, I'm using the same color. So this is shaded spruce, and it's 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. You're going to want to have a piece of white for the inside of your card, which is right here. And this one measures 4 by 4, so that's going to go on the inside. We can actually go ahead and attach that right now. Okay, so this is 4 by 4, and it's going to go nicely inside here. You're also going to want to have some designer series paper. So this piece I've chosen for my front is 3 by 4, and then you're going to want 2 strips of coordinating paper that are 1 by 4. Okay, so what we're going to do now, we'll actually go ahead and attach these striped pieces. Okay, all of the designer paper I'm using is from the Turtley Cute paper, and it is so fun and silly. So it always makes me smile. I just love it. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to attach one to that book binding on the front, and we're going to open this up and we're going to attach the other directly to the inside, flush on the right with that white paper. So just like that, okay? So we're going to set that aside just for a sec, and now we're going to layer our designer paper, our 3 by 4, onto our coordinating cardstock, which was 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, and I love the combo of this Darling Duckling with the shaded spruce. Isn't that fun? It's a very fun combination. Okay, so now this is where it gets just a slight bit tricky. We're going to close this card like that. So we're going to fold back on this one. What we want to do is take our designer, or our cardstock, sorry, and we're going to adhere it onto that panel. So you can adhere it directly to the edge if you want to, okay? Or you can try and center it on your card. What's important is that you don't have it way over this way so that you're seeing that white paper, okay? So you want to make sure it's covering the white and is looking good on the front of your card. So to do that, good morning, Deborah. Nice to see you. Thanks for watching. We're going to put the adhesive on that front panel. Then we're going to grab this other one and we're going to just hold this down. This is the tricky part, right? We're holding it down and adhering it at the same time. So remember, don't have that white paper showing. There we go. Just like that. So mine is pretty much lined right up with the edge. Depending on how well you scored and all those things, it may be slightly off, but that's okay. Okay, so here is our like fun fold. See how that is? Isn't that cute? So it's a really fun and easy card to make. The next thing we're going to do is I've taken a stylish shaped circle and we're going to attach that. So that one measures 2.5 inches roughly. So if you're creating along with me or you want to recreate, the circle I'm using is about 2.5 inches. But of course you could use a square, you could cut a 2 3/8 circle punch if you don't have the stylish shaped circles. Lots of alternatives you could do. But this one is, like I said, about 2.5 stylish shaped circle. And we're going to put that right in the center here. Okay, now I've got some paper, some of these band turtles that I want to put on my card. So I am going to just quickly fussy cut this little guy here blowing the horn. So is that, I'm guessing that's like a trumpet. When I was in band in junior high, I played the saxophone. So I'm not overly familiar with this, but it looks to me like it is a trumpet. So we'll cut him out. He's so cute. But like I said, aren't these turtles silly? They're just so silly and fun. All right. Oh, thanks, Nina. I'm glad you're enjoying the video. If you are, you haven't already subscribed, please click that bell and subscribe to my channel. It helps with a lot of things. It helps so you get notified, of course, when I go live. It also helps the algorithm in these online platforms. When there's interaction, it helps to know that people are enjoying the videos and it shares them out with more people, which of course helps for more stamping friends to join us. So we've got this guy cut out. They make me smile too, Kathy. Aren't they adorable? We're going to cut this guy here with his accordion. He is a cute, cute little guy. And they're so easy to cut out. So yes, there's no coordinating dies that cut each and every one of these turtles out. Although if you do buy the bundle, which I did not, but if you do, there are a few of the turtles in the designer paper that those dies will cut, okay? So you do have that convenience as well. Thanks, Nina, for doing that. I appreciate you joining my channel. Okay. Good morning, Joan. Nice to see you. Alrighty, so 1, 2, we have 3 of these guys to cut out. So we've got, this is number 2, okay? And then we'll put it all together on our card. The last guy I want to cut is this drummer right here. He's so cute. I think of the band characters in this paper, I think this one is my favorite. I love the colors, the red with that shaded spruce, his bright pink cheeks, or her bright pink cheeks are so cute. So this one is my favorite. Yeah, so what do you guys think of the turtles? I've had a few people now say to me, no, I don't love them. They're not for me. But then after watching a video or two, I've changed their mind and how adorable they are. So I'd love to know in the comments what you think. Kathy's already told me that they make her smile too, because yes, they are adorable. Alrighty, so I'm almost done. There we go. Okay, so now back to our card creating. Now that we've got those guys fussy cut, we are going to take our circle and we're going to position 2 of these turtles onto the front circle. So to do that, I think I actually was going to do these 2 guys, but they're kind of going the same direction. So let's change our mind. And maybe we'll do it like this. Maybe we'll put those 2 guys on there. That's kind of cute, right? So put him on here. Some bumpets on the back. Bumpets on the back of our drummer, but not on our trumpet player, because we're going to put him on the inside of the card. Nina thinks they're creepy. Well, you know, we all have different opinions, right? That's the beauty of people. We all have different opinions and see things differently. I think they're super cute. So we're going to put that guy playing his accordion. This little drummer guy can go over here. Okay. We're going to open up the inside because we don't want to have a naked inside to our card. We like to have the fun continue in there. So we're going to take and attach this little trumpet guy to the corner here of our paper. And it can even go off the white a little bit just for some extra fun. So see how I have him positioned there? Isn't he cute? Jennifer's still not into the turtles. Okay, well, it's okay. All right. Joan, I'm with you. I ordered the designer paper, but not the set. I didn't think that I would love the turtles enough to utilize the bundle, but this paper, oh my gosh, I could use it all day long. Okay, so now from Simply Said, we're going to take the sentiment yay, and we're going to stamp it 3 times onto this strip of paper. So I think this strip is about 1/2 inch, but of course, you just any scrap that you have. We're just going to stamp yay 3 times. Okay, and then we're going to stamp let's celebrate inside today's card. Okay, so just above our little turtle there. Aw, thanks, Deborah. Okay, so we're just about finished, but we're going to take our scissors here, our paper snips, and we're going to just trim the words apart. Okay, I want them nice and close, so I'm just trimming them. You can trim them down too, like however you want to do it. I want to put them on dimensional, so I don't want to make them too narrow that I got to cut them, the bumpets, but Stampin' Dimensionals. If you are new to watching my channel, I lovingly call Stampin' Dimensionals bumpets. It's something that started with my in-person stamping group years and years ago when I first started, and it's just kind of stuck. So if you hear me referring to bumpets, that is our terminology for these fun Stampin' Dimensionals. So we're just going to stick those kind of on the front of the card, wherever you see fit, wherever they're going to fit on your card. amongst your fun little turtles or whatever you use, whatever characters or designs or patterns you're using. So we've got that. And then the turtle suite comes with these most beautiful hexagons in all the different shades of green. And I just love these. I've used them for so many projects. But we're going to use them today to complement our turtles. And we're going to use the dark ones because they're very close to, if they're not, shaded spruce. So let's maybe put one up there. And I like things in threes or odd numbers most of the time. Sometimes I do go off the track and do something different. But there we have it. There is today's fun, turtly cute fun fold. Just like that. Isn't that adorable? Now, even if you think the turtles are creepy and they're not your favorite thing, that's okay. But you could use this design and these instructions to create a card of your own using something other than the turtles. But let me show you a couple other samples I did. Just exactly the same card, but using different little guys on the front. So here is one with the accordion guy and the banjo. It's fun. And then this one is the trumpet player and the drummer. So there we have it. 3 of those cards, all so fun. I hope that you guys have enjoyed this morning's video. Let me just pop back onto the camera here. Thank you all for taking a few minutes out of your morning to join me here live to stamp. If you enjoyed today's video, please click the like button, subscribe to my channel, share it with your friends, and let's get more people here watching us and joining in on the fun. So thank you guys all. Looks like you guys really like the fun fold, whether you like the turtles or not, right? It is a really fun one, and it's just something a little bit different to expand our card making. So again, thank you so much. I'm glad we decided to kick off our morning with a little bit of creative inspiration, and I hope I've inspired you to get a little crafty today. I'm sorry, I was just reading Tanya's comment. It is really a neat fold. Thank you, Bev, for watching. Yeah, so enjoy the rest of your day, everybody. I hope, like I said, that you get to find some time to get a little crafty today or in the near future. As I mentioned earlier, I am now out to go and mow my lawn while the sun is out. So hopefully it lasts for as long as it takes, because it's calling for thunder showers again later today. So have a wonderful day, everybody. Thank you so much. And if you're available, I will be live tomorrow for a little craft along video featuring the Botanical Textures Suite tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Saskatchewan time, which is also at currently Mountain Time. So tomorrow night, Thursday, 8 p.m. I will see you guys all on my channel, both on Facebook and YouTube. See you then. Cheers.